This is the Effing One Podcast, Australia's only Formula One podcast with Adam and Luke.
G'day and welcome to Effing One Podcast, Australia's only dedicated Formula One podcast. And the Bahrain, the second race of the season, you little ripper. What a little ripper of a race. If there was a big winner after this race, it was Liberty Media, the owners of Formula One. New regulations making racing closer and giving us more overtaking. Congratulations, Liberty Media. It's worked. It was an overtaking smorgasbord, a fiesta. Lewis Hamilton. Was I a bit too excited then? Wasn't too excited, was I?
I don't think you've ever been too excited.
It's not possible. Lewis Hamilton won, Valtteri Bottas second, Charles Leclerc, the chosen one, third. That's my nickname for him. But so much has happened in this race, we need to loosen up the trousers, jump in head first, pants down, into the battle in Bahrain with Luke, my friend. Salam alaikum. Malaikum salam.
G'day, mate.
Afwan.
Afwan?
I think that's something.
That's what it is?
It sounds like a word that might be Arabic.
You're just making shit up.
Sorry.
That's what we do here
what
at the
a
F1
race.
podcast.
That's what we do, mate.
Thank you, big fella. Wow, what a Grand Prix. Duel in the desert. Overtaking, retirements. The drama of Leclerc. Now, I haven't seen drama like that since your do-or-die run to the shitter after your late-night souvlaki. So where do we stand? Leclerc is the great red hope. Sebastian chokes again. And Daniel knocks up another DNF. Maybe that means Dan not finishing instead of DNF. Shame. I'm getting a bit tired of this. No results and poor strategy. Dan's not a one-stop driver.
No.
He's not.
No, he's not.
He's a balls-out attack at all costs driver.
Yep.
There's no holding back. Just let him loose. Let that honey badger attack the track. Renault, please figure out your strategy for the next Grand Prix in China. Now, I'm going to stop before I start tipping shit over.
Yeah, calm your farm, big fella. Take it easy.
I just don't understand.
I know, you're in your Renault shirt. What costs you $78 or something ridiculous?
$110, people.
Jesus.
Australian dollars.
What was the hat? That was 70 something.
That was 80.
Oh, Jesus, mate.
Most expensive hat I ever bought.
I saw you coming.
Yep.
Well, this is probably a good time before we get head down and straight into this, like a pigsty, just eating it up, Kobayashi style. We should probably mention that we are, as is Effing One podcast, tradition. It's tradition that we have to wear, Luke, the native costume of the featured race out of respect for that country's culture.
I'm taking the Renault shirt off right now.
Take the shirt off and slip into your Bahrain outfit. Today, Luke, producer Peter selected your outfit, and you are dressed as, pop it on, there you go, a Bahrainian Berber shepherd in your traditional white nakuka with shamog headpiece.
I think that's a very similar thing to what I was wearing.
Very slightly different outfit. I think you'll notice the pants are different fit.
Oh,
And
they're wearing
slightly-
pants.
Yep.
Just sort of like a robe.
Well, it's two pieces.
Oh, I see, the pants.
Yeah, there's pants and there's a robe on top. And there's also the headpiece. Is it comfy?
Was the brown stain in it before?
That was not there before. I don't know where that
Yeah,
came from. I'm sorry about
probably
that.
me.
It probably came from my costume. I am dressed as your favourite goat from the herd. The goat that brings you most comfort on cold desert nights.
You just don't have that glisten in your eye, though.
No, but
You don't have that come hither
no.
look and a shake of your little tail.
But you do.
Oh, actually, that was
you
pretty
do
close.
spoon me a fair bit, and it smells a little odd. It's a bit musky. It's a weird smell.
It's probably
So that's
me.
what we're wearing. So I feel good, although it's like I'm draped in a dead carcass. But you look particularly Arabic today. So well done.
You look incredibly sandy. Thanks. Thanks,
So
Adam.
let's talk about the race, Luke. Off the lights, and Leclerc, his first pole. He absolutely smashed everybody in practice, in qualifying. Was he 0.3 faster than Sebastian?
Kid was quick.
Real quick. And then, the worst thing that happened, it almost killed us. Watching him off the lights, what happened? Cold tyres. Actually, I thought when he was approaching the line, didn't look like he was warming his tyres up as much as Sebastian behind him. And I thought, oh, geez, I hope his tyres are warm. They weren't.
It was always when you're on the front row, you've got that time delay of leading the field there, and they just take their time getting into their grid position. So the front people are always, don't have the tyres up to an optimum temperature, but also I think got a little bit too much wheel spin as well. But he wasn't too far off, but then he dropped a couple of spaces.
Yep.
Back.
It was down to a third spot, I think, after the first or second corner. But then, wow. I mean, normally you would think, okay, young driver, first time, a pole position, this is where he breaks down, he loses confidence. But no. Did he, Luke?
Not a chance.
No, he didn't. He got the bit between his teeth.
Elbows out.
And that's when we knew, this kid's good. This kid's really good.
Well, we knew it. And this is his first opportunity to really show it. I think in Melbourne he didn't get an opportunity to show it. And this race he did. I'd seen it in Formula 2 or GP2 when he was racing there. He was very, very dominant. And he's raced from the back in the pack to win races before. So he knows how to make overtakes. He knows how to make it nice and clean. And he did a phenomenal job until...
Yes, until, what was it, 10 laps before the race? Yeah. And lost... What did he lose? He lost a lot of power. Was it the same situation that Dan had at Monaco last year?
No. So this was an internal combustion engine issue. So he actually lost a cylinder, or it wasn't actually firing from all 6 cylinders. It was only firing from 5, I believe.
Basically,
so he was a cylinder down.
Trying to run the race with one leg.
Yes. If you had 6 legs, you now have
3,000 legs. Yeah. But still, that difference.
If you had 20,000 legs.
If you're a centipede and you pulled one of those legs off, you'd be slightly slower than the other centipede.
A little bit.
Yeah. But
terrible.
That's an analogy.
Yeah.
The worst possible analogy. I'm so sorry.
But you tried.
I did. But he was fast, man. The way he took Sebastian, beautiful.
Yep.
Bottas almost fell behind Lewis. Didn't quite fall behind Lewis.
Did you see what I saw? Did you see Valtteri Bottas overtake?
Yes.
He overtook Max Verstappen.
He overtook somebody.
Well. Yeah.
Of anything on race day.
As soon as it happened, I got my phone and I wrote it down.
You did.
I just witnessed Valtteri Bottas make an overtake. So
that was possibly the most surprising thing to come out of that weekend.
There was overtakes all over the place. Left, right and centre. People were dicing, battling, and it was all pretty clean. The start was a bit messy for a couple of people, but in general, it was quite a good, clean, feisty race.
Yeah. So if we were to allocate winners and losers to this race, firstly, you'd have to say, ironically, although Charles Leclerc managed to hang on to third place, tragically lose first and second. Hamilton was even apologising when he went past.
So he should.
He was a winner.
He should have just stuck behind him.
Should have just stayed. He should have out of respect.
Yeah.
But
there's real respect. Come on.
Yeah.
No. You were ahead.
The gentleman code, like cricket.
You deserve this.
Yeah. But he was hands down a winner because he showed something.
He was pants down the way.
And he has shocked Sebastian to the core. Sebastian would be quaking. He's got little dark skid marks in those pants of his.
Sebastian's like, oh, fuck, not again.
He's struggling.
This is no Mark Webber. And
he's no Kimi Raikkonen who just took the team orders. Kimi Raikkonen didn't push Charles. Sebastian. Sebastian is now under threat, and he must feel that.
Of course, it's 2 races in, and I think the first race, Charles could have easily overtaken him in Melbourne. And the team told him to stay back. He asked the team, "Do you want me to have a crack at Sebastian?" They're like, "No, just stay there." So they did.
And Charles did say, "I'm faster.
Than Sebastian," and the team said, "Okay." Well, they said copy, and then about 15 seconds later, they said, "We'll you just stay there for 2 more laps."
And he went, "Nah, I'm just going to go here now.
This is my spot, fellas.
See you later."
Oh, he got a good toe, and he was easily around him, and he made it stick.
Yeah.
Props.
Man,
great work.
What a driver, and what a nice guy. He's just a really nice. He's even super polite on the radio. He's not your Max Verstappen swearing, spoiled brat. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He didn't even swear when his car was not even working properly. It was just
No, I think
rolling.
he did. They beeped
Did
it.
they beep it out?
Yeah.
Okay, but he probably
It
said,
was 2:30 in the
but the
morning.
way he swears is just
Oh,
charming.
it's beautiful.
Charming.
Beautiful French.
With that French accent?
French accent saying in English to an Italian team. Still swearing.
When
Love it.
French people swear, it sounds lovely.
Oh.
It's
When I hear a French person swear, I just
yeah.
it makes me think romantic feelings.
Abuse me more.
Yeah. Oh,
Please, sir.
Please
Yeah.
throw abuse at me. I'm swooning.
I'm loving it. So Charles Leclerc winner. Formula One was a winner.
Formula One was a definite winner.
The regulations are a big, big winner. It has worked, well, as far as we've seen. It's only been 2 races in, let's not get too excited. But it does seem that the aero regulations that were changed to encourage closer driving, to encourage overtaking, have worked. It was a bonanza of overtaking.
There was a lot of overtakes, and I'd have to say a good drive. One of the winners would be Lando Norris.
Big time.
8 points,
Big
finishing 6th in the McLaren. McLaren will be really happy with that too, ahead of both Haas, ahead of the Renaults. The Renaults both retired, so Lando would have made up 1 spot from Hulkenberg. He was already ahead of Daniel, as Daniel was on a stupid one-stopper.
Yeah.
And then you got Raikkonen, Gasly. Albon scores a couple of points. Perez gets a racing point for Racing Point.
Yep. Lewis, obviously, literally the big winner.
Mm-hmm.
He's, Mercedes are just always there. When they're if something happens, they're always just there. Like, they weren't the fastest. They weren't the best team, but they wait for mistakes. Stuff happens. They're reliable, and Lewis, he benefits. So a big winner this weekend was Lewis Hamilton. And Hulkenberg was a big winner until, of course,
Yeah.
Renault decided not to work anymore. Let's talk about that for a sec. 2 Renaults conking out at the same corner. It seemed like they had contact when you're watching the TV replay. They didn't, but within a space of 20 metres, both cars seemed to have the same technical problem at the same moment.
Yeah, so looked like Hulkenberg had a proper failure of either the engine or the turbo, where Daniel had an electrical problem, the same thing that took Sainz out of the Australian Grand Prix with a Renault engine there. It's not the first time they've had this issue, but they still haven't fixed it. It'd be interesting if Renault has a fix in the pipeline, because right now it's taken points away from themselves. It's also taken points away from McLaren.
It's not good.
Funny thing is, what I found very humorous and thought of it straight away, I'm like, well, it brought out a safety car. And what happened was the safety car, I knew, I'm like, this isn't going to restart. Daniel didn't put the steering wheel back in the car, so they couldn't move the car.
Yep.
They were just going to push it out.
I think it was live.
Yes. So there was red lights still on the car. He was told over the radio to jump from the car.
Because of an electrical
problem. So, yeah, you can get severely electrocuted.
Executed.
And executed. And so Daniel didn't reattach his steering wheel. You have to take the steering wheel out of the car to get in and out of the car. You can't get in there. That's how tight the cockpits are. For those of you who don't know why they take the steering wheel off, they can't actually fit in the car getting into it, and they can't get out of it with the steering wheel in place.
Tough to get out of. So he got out of it with the steering wheel in place.
No, he took it off, took the steering wheel off, then jumped out, and then he's normally supposed to reattach the steering wheel after he's exited the car.
Right.
But he didn't reattach it. So they took him to the stewards after the race, and he's like, oh, I didn't want to get electrocuted. They're like, okay,
fair enough. Good call.
Understandable. Nah, just do it, mate.
Yeah.
It's not really the way you want to end your Grand Prix.
No,
Slight
reattaching.
electrocution.
Yeah, if you're going to die on a
and his hair electrocuted, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Be like a stand-up troll doll.
Yeah, it would be. It would be.
I mean, have that permanent smile on his face.
It's there forever. There forever.
So Renault had stopped Max Verstappen for getting a podium. So Renault screws Red Bull again.
You have to say Renault, talking about losers now, the big losers in this Formula One Grand Prix. Renault. What? For a works team, for a manufacturing team that wants to be up there with the likes of Mercedes, Ferrari, they need to do a lot better. I mean, McLaren didn't even have the problems that
Yeah, I don't see a
Renault.
point of why they changed, why they had Daniel as a one-stop strategy. Just didn't make any sense. It was never going to make any sense.
Their tactics were out the window as well. They're just not sort of harmoniously moving along at the moment. Renault, bad luck for Dan in the first race in Melbourne. Hulkenberg did okay, first race, Melbourne. But then, of course, Bahrain, both cars.
Yep.
It's not good.
Murray Walker used to say, if you want to finish first you must finish.
That helps.
And they're not going to get points. They Daniel DNF the first race, DNF this race. Same with Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg drove a great race, and I think that's if Daniel was on a similar, the passes he made on Kimi Räikkönen and Magnussen early on, you're like, okay, he's going to get sixes pretty easy, and then you realise he's not pitting, like, oh, this isn't going to work. Because those tyres are not, like, if he started on softs, maybe, but why start on why didn't he start on mediums? He started on
if you're going to go for a one-stop strategy,
run long.
When
you're running long, you're going to run long on. He had a free choice of tyres, so I don't see why they didn't do anything different, or start with the softs and then put two softs on at the end, or start with a medium. Sorry,
it might have been. It seemed like a knee-jerk reaction that they've decided to go for a one-stopper. Otherwise, they would have, like you said, go for a medium tyre.
So I keep thinking yellow tyre, and yellow used to be soft.
Yeah,
and the red is the super soft. That's why I keep saying soft.
The tyres are all buggered up this year.
It's screwing my head.
It is.
But
it's meant to make it easy. But it's
not.
It
is, but the colours, the reds used to be the super softs, the yellows were the softs.
Yeah, it's just confusing. But suffice to say, Renault, bad tactics.
Big losers.
And also technically struggling. They really need to lift their game.
Grosjean struggled.
Yep. Grosjean out very early. Had a collision, got hit by somebody. I think it was. He's had a bad run of luck, hasn't he? Terrible luck in Melbourne. I almost said Adelaide.
So he had contact early, but then he retired later on. And Carlos Sainz retired, I think, around the same time. He had the same time as Ricciardo and Hulkenberg. Interesting thing, Ricciardo went further around the track, but Hulkenberg was classified 17th, Ricciardo classified 18th. So I'm not sure how that is. Not that it means anything. It means something to our dung championship, our shit championship, the championship for minus points, which Carlos Sainz, Romain Grosjean and Daniel Ricciardo all featuring quite heavily at the top of the leaderboard.
I wonder if anyone could help us out on the Twitter page, FE1 Twitter page. If you do know why that Nico Hulkenberg was put in front of Dan, that would be a good one. If you do have any insight.
Might hit up Sean. Tim Tam Kelly.
Yeah, Tim Tam Kelly. Yeah, the stats man, F1 stats man. He'll know. That guy knows everything.
He does.
So we might have to ask him.
He knows what you're wearing before you wear it. That's how informed he is.
He's very good. He's like an oracle, an all-knowing oracle. Also having a terrible race. Well, he had a great race, but a terrible. Charles Leclerc. Just mentioning that again.
That is a loser as well.
He was a winner because he showed what he can do. Loser in the fact that his car buggered down and didn't work.
Yeah.
But he did manage to get a podium.
Working on 99 out of 100 legs on a centipede.
Beautiful analogy. Analogy of the day.
It is.
And he
can't wait for tomorrow.
Thankfully, the yellow flag helped him out with that podium. He deserved that podium.
He did.
More losers. Sebastian Vettel. Oh, Sebastian. What's the deal? How many times has he now spun in a head-to-head challenge, a bit of elbows out action with
Spun
Lewis
without
Hamilton.
contact.
Without contact. Every time he sees Lewis Hamilton, he spins. He's like, no, I'm off. I'm in the dirt. I'm in the wall. I'm spinning.
All right. I've got a theory.
Yep.
It's God.
Okay.
God's spinning Sebastian Vettel.
Because God doesn't like Germans.
God doesn't.
Is that what you say?
God doesn't like moustached Germans.
Ah, the worst type of German.
Even though Hitler was Austrian, but that gets in the way of my narrative. I think he's not made contact. What's going on? God's just, throwing a little banana in front of him. Take that.
It's not God.
No? Okay.
No, it's not God. Be a nice try. Big losers, Haas. Oh, man. Where were they? Haas were dynamite in Melbourne. I said Adelaide again. I'd love to see another race in Adelaide. Can I just say that?
I'd go to Adelaide.
Oh, great city. Haas Wonderful work in Melbourne, except for Grosjean's tyre where they screwed that up. But where was the pace in Bahrain? Gone.
Backwards.
Nowhere.
Backwards,
That was
mate.
weird because they're expected to be the best of the rest. Them and Renault, both of those teams went nowhere in this race.
Yeah, they
were nowhere
qualified
to be
well,
seen.
and the Renaults really sort of did show that they were the next best team until they stopped. You know, if Daniel was on a two-stop, it would have been him and Hulk, 6th and 7th, and Gasly, man, I don't know what he's doing.
Pierre, big loser. Man,
He
it's
should be up
another-
there.
Oh, mate, there's some serious pressure on Pierre Gasly now. I mean, sure, there was a bit of pressure after Melbourne when he sat behind a Toro Rosso of Daniel Kvyat, decided not to try to pass a Toro Rosso. But, I mean, he finished in the points only because there were so many retirements in front of him. That's why he got points. He really showed nothing. He struggled. I think he had some rear-end issues.
Max complained about the car as well. He said that it wasn't a very good... He goes, at no point did I have a good lap. Did the car feel good on any lap of the race? So that's a long race when you're not comfortable in a car.
Yep.
When you don't have faith in it, when you're turning into a corner and going those speeds, you know, you want to have a settled car. There was a big wind there too, which made it a little bit interesting and a little bit more cautious in
I
the
think that's
first
what
lap.
Sebastian said, why he span. He blamed it on the wind.
Well, someone who was interviewing said, was it the wind? Because they were trying to sort of give him an answer. And he's like, oh, no, it's like that the whole Grand Prix. Like, yeah, you get wind gusts, but he knew that. And he didn't go, yeah, that's it. It's like, no, I know that it was a little bit me. It was a little bit right foot heavy. And then he locked it up and
Yep.
vibrated his front wing off.
Yep. And another big loser. Unfortunately, being an Australian podcast, we love this man and we hope to get him on very soon on the next podcast. Dan Ricciardo, big loser for Bahrain, big loser in Melbourne, terrible luck in Melbourne, and bad luck again, strikes again. Never really felt that comfortable with the car in Melbourne and Bahrain. Qualified better than his teammate, didn't he? He's
Yes,
qualified
did a good
quite
job.
nicely.
Found a second and a
Yep.
half
Yep.
between free practice 3 and quali.
Got done over by his team, really, by that tactic of the one pit stop.
Yeah, but also the team said there was an issue in qualifying that affected both cars. So there might have been a little gremlin, and that's why Hulkenberg struggled so much.
Yep.
Maybe Dan drove around it, I'm not sure how, but Hulkenberg was out in Q1, which is a bit of a shock.
But what it does promise, Luke, is there is going to be a lot of overtaking and some awesome racing for this season.
Oh yeah, China's going to be great. Can't wait for the next race. It's always a good track to overtake, good track to race on.
And I think having the B team, like last year we had the B group, we had the standout 3 teams, and then the rest of the field. Now it's so much closer. It seems like a driver from the B team could actually overtake and outdo Red Bull or Mercedes or
one Red
Ferrari.
Bull.
Or one Red Bull.
Interesting thing is, where Renault are doing, somewhat of a Haas. They're not scoring the points that they need to, and that could affect them at the end of the year.
Yes, Red Bull is struggling a little bit. Haven't quite got their car the way they'd like it. Struggling a bit. The Honda seemed okay, but didn't really seem to make that big step in this race. Renault seems to have made a bit of a step. They've claimed that I think their engine's now 20 to 50 horsepower more powerful than it was last year. Mm-hmm. So they seem quite positive. If Renault can get
So
their
that
shit
takes
together,
them to 50 horsepower now.
that's a total of 50 horsepower. They've just got 50.
They were on donkey power last year.
Yeah.
Now they've evolved to horsepower.
Finally. Not a racehorse. It's more of a
What are
one of those Clydesdales?
Shetland ponies?
Shetland ponies. Yeah.
You're thinking
little
the
mini
big
one.
draft horse.
Yeah, the
I'm
draft
thinking the
horse.
small little kiddie horse.
Yeah, I was overshooting a little bit. Fastest lap of the day, Luke. Who picked that up? Who got
Chuck.
the bonus point?
Charles Leclerc.
Bonus point.
Yeah, the
Well
golden
done.
boy.
Well done.
What did you call him? Silver spoon?
The chosen one.
The chosen one.
Well, I think last week I said the silver spoon,
Yep.
but now I'm thinking it's like the Matrix. He's like the one.
He's Neo.
He's like Neo. He's the chosen
He
one.
needs like a red trench coat.
And he's a good-looking rooster. He's a super nice guy, and he's fucking fast.
He's very quick.
That's a sweet combo, dude. He's like the Dan Ricciardo,
Of Monaco.
but he's got a good car. He's like Dan of Monaco, yes.
Dan of Monaco.
Dan of Monaco.
If he wins Monaco, this year,
There's no
He'll
way.
be Dan of Monaco.
There's no way.
Oh, there's not a chance, but it's
There's
Daniel.
no-
Hopefully there's a bit of rain.
If he had a car that could handle well, he'd be all over Monaco this year.
If he had a car that was a Ferrari,
Doesn't have to be quick. Just handle well. Yeah.
just a Ferrari.
A Ferrari, a Mercedes, or a Red Bull, he'd win that. Any one of those three. Okay.
Interesting.
Let's move on because we have Driver of the Day.
Yes, driver of the day. Charles Leclerc won driver of the day with over 50% of the votes.
Well deserved.
I thought he would have got more. I don't know who else really drove better than him.
Who did? No.
Maybe-
can't think. Bottas for
Maybe
overtaking
there was a
somebody?
lot of votes for Alexander Albon. He's from Thailand, and maybe they were all
Yeah.
jumping on. And
Maybe the King of Thailand put out an order to his
minions.
to his people. Yeah.
I thought you were going to do it.
Sawadika, Kokunka, Albon.
Oh, okay. And everyone just votes
Everyone
after
just- they go, "Oh, yes, sir."
after they say that.
Yes. Yeah, the weirdest
Have
thing.
you thought about going on the public address system somewhere and just doing that?
No. But you know what's really weird? When I was in Thailand, I went to the movies. I went to the cinema.
Is that what you call it?
The movies, the cinema.
the Thai cinema.
The picture films. I call them the motion pictures.
Hey,
And-
those ping pong table.
No, it wasn't that. No, it was a movie. So we're sitting in the movies, in the cinema, and it's full of Thai people. And
As it would be.
As it would be. Wait, I feel like you're not listening to this story. So, before the movie comes, before the credits, the king, there's a 5-minute national anthem where the king turns up, and it's images of him, like,
I thought he
touching-
rocked up in the cinema.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Kissing
It's-
babies,
no,
shaking
it's
hands.
a video of the king.
Yeah.
And there's all these sick kids, and he's, like, leaning over, and he's touching their heads, and he's lifting them up with spiritual, and it's all very beautiful.
I think Michael Jackson had the same video. Him
Yes,
touching
I think you're
kids.
right. Everyone in the cinema stands up. Everyone stands up for 5 minutes before the movie starts. And we're like, what the fuck?
Did you
Do we
stand
have
up?
to stand up? I don't know. We stood up.
Of course you're going to stand up.
Yeah. And I was like, this is the weirdest thing ever before a movie. We have to stand up.
I think they used to do it back in the day here. They used to have the God Save the Queen.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Did we?
I wasn't around then.
We
I
had-
heard stories.
Did we have God Save the Queen before a movie?
Might have to check the facts.
Yeah.
We're not
We
very
don't-
good at
we don't normally rely on facts, Luca.
If anyone's old enough and have worked out how to use a podcast and figure out Twitter, can you let us know, did God Save the Queen play before going to the picture theatre, the moving images cinema? Pete says yes. Producer Pete, thumbs up. He's old enough, people.
Yeah, is that right, Producer Pete? Yeah, we got a big
God
thumbs up.
save our
Before the
grey.
movies. Before the movies, Producer Pete.
And national anthems in primary schools in Australia. Before
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. We did have to stand. When I was in primary school, we had to stand up for God Save the Queen.
I think we had an
God
oath.
Save the Queen. What the fuck is? I mean, seriously.
She's still around, so clearly
She's still around.
he's on
That's
Lewis's.
just weird. I didn't know that.
And that was Producer
Pete,
Pete, everyone.
everybody.
Thank
Producer
you.
Pete. What a genius. That's why we've got him.
Yeah.
Not only a great producer,
He had to come upstairs to tell us that.
factually accurate.
He's listening to us downstairs, getting a free podcast. Download the bloody thing, Pete.
Yes. We need more downloads, Pete.
You scumbag.
Don't be so stingy.
But thanks for the.
Just getting your live show.
If you knew that answer, you were too late. Pete got in.
Championship breakdown, Luke. What's happening? Only 2 races in, but what's the
Breaking down the championship. Well, the team championship. Let's have a crack at that. Mercedes 87 points ahead of Ferrari on 48. That's a significant.
all over? It's all over.
Call it.
We're calling it right now.
Pulling up stumps. 19 races to go. Doesn't matter. So Mercedes ahead of Ferrari, Red Bull on 31, Alfa Romeo 10, McLaren 8, Haas 8, Renault 6, Racing Point 3, Toro Rosso 3, Williams, Bubkus.
Jeez,
Nothing.
McLaren beating Renault and Haas, and Alfa Romeo coming fourth. Oh, crazy! All right,
And
let's get some.
We'll go through the driver
all
points.
the driver points.
Would you? I don't know if you want to.
No, let's do it. Who's in the lead?
Valtteri by 1 point. He's on 44. Lewis on 43. Max Verstappen third in the championship, 27. No Ferrari drivers in the top 3. Charles Leclerc on 26. Sebastian Vettel 22. Kimi Raikkonen 10. Then who's next? Lando Norris. Kevin Magnussen tied on 8. Nico Hulkenberg 6. Pierre Gasly, Lance Stroll. Albon, Kvyat, Perez. No points for Giovinazzi, Russell, Kubica, Ricciardo and Sainz.
Yep. You know, the big beneficiary of Charles Leclerc doing so well and no team orders in Ferrari
I just hope that they keep team orders to themselves. That
We don't
there's
need
no team orders for the rest of the season.
Yeah. I mean, it would change, I guess, if there was...
I'm sure they'll need to tell Sebastian to move over to help Charles later on in the year. But
wouldn't that be nice?
The thing is, Charles is so good, he doesn't need anyone to tell him to move over.
I can't
He'll
see
just overtake and move on.
I can't see a time...
He'll make an overtake in Monaco.
Yeah.
You watch it.
Sebastian won't have enough points in front of Leclerc that the team's going to say, you've got to pull over. I think Charles is that good. He's going to be, if anyone, he'll be the one where they'll be letting him past.
He'll be wearing
Sebastian.
the pants.
Correct.
Awards?
Yes. Oh, we've got the Turd Championship
Oh, the
award.
Turd
Luke.
Championship. Let me go through this.
Wait, hang on. We need to just very briefly explain the Turd Championship. This is the champion. This is the reverse table.
Yes.
The worst drive. Well, let's celebrate the worst.
So
Luke.
there's 20 drivers in a Formula One race,
We can't all be winners.
and they pay points down to 10th place. But from 11th to 20th, you get nothing.
They get forgotten. The forgotten people on the grid.
So what we're doing is we're flipping the script. So anyone who finishes 20th or isn't classified but is dead last, they get a maximum of negative 25 points. So we give every position, just like the championship order, we give them negative points to see who's the leader in the shit championship, the
Yeah.
dung championship.
Yeah.
What's the award, Adam?
Yeah, because we don't want to just know, okay, unfortunately they didn't score a point. We want to know how badly they went in that race. Did they really suck, or did they just suck a little bit?
Yeah, was it one-off suckage, or was it are they full-time sucking?
Are they full-time sucking?
Because right now there's 3 drivers that are full-time sucking.
Oh, good. So the trophy today that Peter has whittled...
Is he whittling this?
Well, when we say whittle,
I think he
it's
produced it.
a loose whittling.
Producer Pete, this is what he's actually producing for us.
He's whittled the base, the wooden base.
Oh, yes.
And he's basically taken a crap on a bit of fine oak, varnished, and he spray painted that nard, that turd,
It's a sizable...
with gold leaf. So it's...
I saw him working on it. It didn't smell good, but wow. It's
Wow.
impressive.
Yep.
And whoever gets the most negative points throughout the season is going to get the turd thrown at them in Abu Dhabi.
Yep. And I think there's a bucket of something that drops on top as well, isn't there? So there's an
That's
official ceremony of sorts.
Yeah, you've heard of the Nickelodeon slime. It'll be something along the lines of that.
Yeah. With feces.
No, I wasn't going to say that. But
Yeah.
I do have a conundrum. I've worked out all the points. I know how it is.
Yep.
But if you then score positive points, should that take away from your turd championship?
Oh, it does make sense. It should.
Because I haven't.
Because you should be able to...
But then once I did it, I thought of it and went, maybe you can undo your turd, or maybe it's just if you shit.
Yep.
And we're only taking into account your shit times.
Very quickly seeing where this segment's going wrong. We need to... Do we really need to reanalyze,
No.
recalculate?
No.
No, just go with what you've got
We're
now.
going to keep the shit.
We'll recalculate it next week. For the
No,
moment.
no, I'm not going to recalculate it.
Ah.
If they get positive points, they're in the positive championship. But we're here in the negative championship.
That's all we care about.
Yep. Right now, we're going to do something different.
Okay.
No one else does this.
Perfect. Let's stick with that. So, the Turd Championship, Luke, how does
So
it
the
look?
Bahrain leaderboard
Who's
for the
on
turd
the
championship.
nose?
Now, on the nose, for sure. Carlos Sainz, 2 DNFs. He's on negative 43 points.
Oh, Jesus. Español, ¿qué pasa, amigo? ¿Dónde está trabajo?
Romain Grosjean, another fantastic DNF this week. He's
Ooh la
on
la. Merde.
mild,
Putain, enculé.
negative 40 points.
Oh, Roman. He's such a nice guy, though.
Yeah.
What a shame.
And Ricardo on negative 30 points.
How you going, fellas? What's going on, boys?
How you going,
Dan
fellas?
Ricardo. Good to see you, fellas.
What do you reckon? Kubica 22, minus 22. Russell,
Whoa,
minus
whoa.
8. I didn't know you were going to keep doing it.
I've got to suck my blood.
George Russell,
All right, not me. Okay, he says, look at
negative 18.
Look at my eyelashes. Oh, they're so long, aren't they? Yes, they are.
Nico Hulkenberg,
Yes. Hello. No, that's me. Hello, I'm German. The German guy. Aye, what's happening?
Oh, Jesus. -12.
Yep.
Antonio Giovinazzi,
Hey, Prego, what are you doing? You're breaking my balls.
-9.
You come into my house. So then I thought it to be word.
Albon and Stroll,
Sawadika. Kapkoka.
aim from Canada, eh?
Eh?
See, -6. Perez and Magnussen.
I'm just confused now.
I'll do Perez.
Okay.
Oh, see.
And I'll do Magnussen. I am a stay-at-home Viking.
-4. Kvyat and Norris.
Das is good. I am from Russia. I say vodka.
And Norris.
All right, now I mean, bit of a geezer, bit of that, bit of that. What do you mean? Don't touch me there. What are you talking about?
Don't touch me there.
I don't know.
-2. And Pierre Gasly.
As not going as well as I would like.
Sounds very similar to Romain Grosjean.
They're very similar.
-1. So that's the third championship in full swing.
I think I should not do the voices next time.
No, it took a lot longer.
It did, didn't it? It felt like it really dragged out. I'm so sorry. Let's hand out some highly treasured, highly respected F1 Podcast Awards. Luke, you are the man. You've got the whittled awards that Peter has been feverishly on the wood turner this morning. He's got these beautiful awards. Can you please tell us who wins the coveted green award for the smallest carbon footprint?
Well, for, retiring nice and early, it'll have to be Romain Grosjean.
Roman. He's a guy that would seem to love the environment as well. He's one of those guys.
He would appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The UGE Day Award as we celebrate the biggest waste of time, Luke. Who
Well,
wasted everyone's time?
I'm thinking about just making this a Williams Award.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of saying UGE Day, it's just
The Williams.
the Williams Award. Who gets the Williams Award? Oh, it's Williams.
Congratulations, Williams. You've won your award. Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? No one else can really win it. I mean, no one comes close to a Williams right now.
No one comes close to being that shit.
And they're going to be that shit all year, so get used to it, guys and
I mean,
girls.
if maybe 10 people don't finish a race, they might get a point.
Nah, there's no way that's happening.
Nope.
The F1 Podcast making Formula One great awards.
I'm going to give that to the Bahrain track.
Yep.
Gave us a track full of overtaking, fun and frivolity.
Yep. Good track. Pastor Maldonado Award.
The
for
Pastor Maldonado Award.
dangerous driving.
It could have gone back to Daniel after making a little bit of contact with Hulkenberg, but I'm giving it to Sebastian Vettel
Oh,
for his spin for no reason.
spin out of...
Yep.
That was...
The thin air spin.
Love it.
I call it the God spin.
The God spin. The wind.
You don't think it's
I
God?
don't think it's God, Luke. The Lickett Sendit Award, the best legitimate overtaking move.
Well, Daniel Ricciardo, the Lickett and Send It champion,
Yep.
was very good, but there's one move that just took the race lead against his teammate Charles Leclerc on Sebastian Vettel. A good clean fight and then a good stern blocking.
Sweet move.
He's very good, that kid.
Very good.
I like him.
That was the F1 Podcast Awards. Thank you very much to producer Pete, who has whittled all those awards.
He's such a good whittler.
And we will be mailing those awards to the respective drivers.
We've got our carrier pigeons now.
Carrier pigeons.
Yep.
Very strong carrier pigeons. But the awards are quite small.
They're very light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lightweight.
Yeah.
Made of recyclable bits.
Our pigeons are on steroids.
Very, very...
They have a short life, but
yeah.
they get there.
And then we roast them, and they are delicious.
Magnifique.
Like a genetically engineered chicken. They just so big and tasteless.
A lot of breast.
A lot of breast. Too much breast. Time to Skype Sebastian. He is probably... well, we don't really know where he is, but we're thinking he might be already...
He'd be back home in
Wouldn't he?
Switzerland. Yeah.
Would he be at home?
Yeah.
Very private man. Very private man. Let's see what he's up to. Let's Skype. You got his number on hot dial?
Yeah.
Skype him for me, would you, Luke?
Hi.
Hey, Sebastian.
Hi, guys. What's going on? Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
I'm sorry. I hope I'm not shouting too much, but I'm on the old ski lift. Can you see me in the ski lift?
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
I can see you on
I'm
the
about to
scale.
go down the black run.
Ooh,
Yeah, I've never had a
you
black
sound
run.
racist.
No, but this black one, he's got some big muscles, so I'm going to give it a real go.
I can see him there.
Yeah.
Are you a snowboarder or a skier?
I'm twin ski. I don't like the snowboarding. No, not for me. Thank you. No.
So you prefer the skis?
Yeah, I like the skis. I like to ski, bend over and really take the heat and really get in there and turn and shimmy.
Do you prefer the skis because they have ski poles, unlike the snowboard where you've got nothing you can shove up your ass?
Yeah, I like the poles. Sure, I like Paul. I like Kvyat. He's not a Pole, he's a Russian. But I do like Kubica. He's a Pole. He's a nice guy.
He is.
Yeah, he's nice.
Nice Kvyat reference.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Hey, what are you wearing, Luke?
Not much.
You're wearing a Ronaldo top? No, what is this? It's a Renault top.
Of course it's a Renault top.
Oh, wow.
I've jumped ship, baby, off the Red Bull onto the Renault.
Jesus. You didn't get the stuff I sent you?
That was all crotchless.
Yeah, the crunchless panties?
No. Well, you can't see, but down, as you can see, look, I'll just pan the camera
Tell me
down.
you're wearing the edible panties.
Can
Turn
you see
around. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's... Wow, you've done some serious manscaping down there.
Well, I thought you'll probably ask. So
Don't tell me. Have you... Don't tell me.
No, I haven't.
Have you bleached your anus?
No. It's always
Your Google-
that.
have
It's
you done
always
the-
that clean.
Google suckers
The
all?
sack has been done.
The
Just-
runway strip?
No runway.
No
strip.
runway
No.
strip. Okay, if I tell you what. So what you asked me, so I'm very fucking busy. Look, I'm about to go down the ski lift and slide.
So you like spinning?
Yeah, look, tell me about the rest.
Did you feel any divine intervention when you spun?
Yeah, I was, and it's like the hand of God. It was weird.
Ah.
No, I think it was wind, or maybe it was the burritos I had just before the race. But something happened, and the car spin, and I'm not worried. It seems people are talking about the pressure on my driving skills, and worried that I will not be doing a good job. But let me rest assured for all of my fans on the effing... What is this podcast called again?
The effing.
I don't
one.
fucking care. I don't fucking care. On this effing podcast, I want to let my fans know that I will be back and stronger than ever.
Always a pleasure to talk to you, Sebastian.
Thank you, guys.
Are you going to keep the mustache?
Yes. Do you like my mustache? I feel like a macho man. I want to be
Very Nigel
a macho
Mansell.
man. A macho man.
Right, enjoy your black run.
Thanks,
I'm
guys.
gonna let
A
you-
macho man. Macho man. Oh,
I had to end that.
Thank you.
wow, that was painful.
That was painful. I'm so glad I just sat back over here and didn't say anything.
I'm glad you did too.
Oh, boy.
You couldn't get a word in edgewise anyway.
No, what is with him?
He seems to be obsessed with ass bleaching.
Yep, he sure is. We've got some nicknames.
We sure
Luke.
do.
Oh, we've been putting the nicknames, we've been throwing them on Instagram and Twitter. And we are going to come up with the winning nicknames. Thank you to everyone who's cast their vote. Last year we had Lewis Hamilton was Douche Canoe. Luke, can you unveil for us what is Lewis Hamilton's new nickname this year?
Lewis Hamilton is Lewis Ham Hamilton.
Seems like a long...
Lewis Ham Sandwich Hamilton
Lewis Ham Sandwich
because
Hamilton.
he's vegan.
Makes sense.
Um,
That's
So,
a good one.
yeah.
I like that. Well voted, everyone who did that one. Who else we have?
we got Daniel Mr. F1 Ricardo,
Nice.
Max Angry Kid Verstappen,
Yes.
Pierre Gassy Gasly.
Yep.
I do like that one.
That's a good one.
Lando Chuck Norris,
Oh, good one.
Carlos Minifon Signs.
Minifons? Oh, because of...
He's a little
Yeah, and of course
Fernando
Alonso. Alonso was the Fonz
The
because it was
Fonz.
Mr. Cool and he's Minifons. Yep.
Kevin Mags Magnussen, very Aussie nickname. Mags.
Mags.
Yep, that's what they voted for.
Nothing with the Vikings or anything in there being a Danish. Nothing. Okay.
No plundering, no pillaging, no raping.
No, it's a shame.
It's such a
He's such
shame.
a perfect candidate for that.
He is. Lance Silverspoon Stroll. If you had a lisp, that would be terrible.
Yep.
Lance Silverspoon Stroll.
So you know what a silver spoon is now? You get the reference?
Yes, but I still don't get the reference
You don't understand silver spoon?
to Leclerc.
Oh, I see.
Just because he lives in Monaco.
But I did tell you last week that there is
I heard
no
you.
poor people in Monaco. I mean,
I heard you.
the poorest person in Monaco has a second-hand Lamborghini. So that's the reference. Anyway,
Romain, leave me hanging Grosjean.
Oh,
Poor fella.
reference to the high five.
The high five
That-
walking into the
in the garage.
In the garage
No one
after
gave
he
him
had a
high five.
crash
Oh,
in Baku.
ouch.
Under the safety car, mind you. That's Sergio Podium Thief Perez. He always
Ooh,
sneaks into a
That's
podium.
a good one, yeah.
And Robert Bobby K. Kubica.
Bobby K.
Curious George Russell.
Curious George.
Yeah. So Curious George is a character, and also maybe he's not sure about his sexuality.
Ah.
Kimi Vodka Time Raikkonen.
Yep.
Vodka Time.
Yep. Makes sense.
Antonio Pizza Delivery Giovinazzi.
Oh, lovely. Although that pizza is going to be cold because he's pretty slow. He doesn't get there very quickly.
And he eats a bit. And Danielle Torpedo Kvyat.
The Torpedo. It's official. They are the nicknames. And should we be forced
We have
to refer them?
we
by
have
these
some
nicknames?
tiebreakers.
Oh.
We have 5 tiebreakers.
Are we going to rock, scissors, paper this?
This is where you and me are going to have to decide
All right.
on who these ones become. We have
We can be sensible about this.
no, we don't. Valtteri Bottas,
Yep.
not finished car pass, didn't get any votes.
Mm-hmm.
But Beard Fear and Fuck You both got votes.
Fuck you being the reference that he made over the radio in Melbourne.
To
after
whom
he
it may
won.
concern, which is to us,
Beard fear? Because
Beard
he's got the
fear.
beard now.
and everyone should fear him.
Well,
He's from Finland.
we didn't really have to fear him in Bahrain, the last race. He kind of went back to
Well,
his...
he did make an overtake.
He did make an
And he just
overtake.
made a little bit of mistake that Lewis pounced on.
Okay, well, let's...
I do like fuck you, just because I get a chance to say fuck you.
Okay.
Valtteri fuck you Bottas. Or Valtteri Beard Fear Bottas. You say them.
Valtteri Beard Fear Bottas. Yeah. Valtteri, fuck you, Bottas.
Oh,
Yeah,
there was an
that's-
inflection there.
That's nice.
Yeah, we're
That
going to go with
rolls-
fuck you. So
That rolls off the tongue.
Valtteri fuck you
Fuck
Bottas.
you, Bottas. Fuck you, Bottas.
I like
yeah,
that one.
perfect.
Who else have we got that was on a tie?
Oh, here we go.
Nico Hulkenberg.
Mm.
And we had a choice of the talented Nico, or keep Hulk Honey.
I didn't think that was an option that we could keep ex-former nicknames, so that it has to be the talented Nico.
Yeah, talented Nico it is.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. We're going with Sebastian Vettel now.
Yep.
Schultz didn't get any votes. What a shame.
Oh, that is a shame.
Bratwurst, Sauerkraut, and Slippery Digit all got a vote.
It's a no-brainer. Bratwurst, yeah, okay. It's a German sausage. Slippery Digit, yep. Reference to the digit from last year. But
Fingerbot.
sauerkraut, I mean, that double entendre, it's
Yeah,
perfect.
well done. Sauerkraut,
Sauerkraut
is
it
the winner for that
Because he
one.
does get sour. Now he's not winning. He gets a little bit sour.
And he's a kraut.
And he's a kraut.
Alexander Albon, TIE Fighter Green Curry, and Ladyboy. Your idea of Jean-Claude didn't quite
Oh,
get
Jean-Claude
across.
Van Damme. Damn it. Damn
The
it.
Belgian actor. So Ladyboy, Green Curry, TIE Fighter.
I like TIE Fighter.
I like
See,
Ladyboy.
I would have liked Kickboxer. I think that would have been better. How did that not make it onto the...
We only have
options?
4 options.
Well, I would have got rid of green curry.
I would have got rid of Jean-Claude.
Well,
Green Curry's very Thai.
I would have got rid of green curry and John.
But I think I'm going to go with yours and go TIE Fighter.
TIE Fighter? All right.
Yeah.
Can we just change it to Kickboxer? No.
Fuck you. And Charles Leclerc.
Ooh, the baby-faced assassin or legacy.
No one went with Champ Elect. Would they have changed their mind after the Grand Prix? I would have. Babyface assassin or legacy. What was the one that you came up with? The chosen one?
The chosen one. I like the chosen one.
You know what?
Can we just bypass everyone else's votes?
Babyface assassin, legacy, the chosen,
The chosen one.
Yeah.
Sorry to everyone that voted for babyface assassin or legacy on Twitter.
It was me
Or-
and
yeah.
someone else.
There we go. Okay, so it is the chosen one.
The chosen one.
Like it.
And that's everyone's nicknames.
Bravo, my good man.
So we'll be referring to those drivers in the sense of their nicknames. We'll
Wherever-
also be adding their names in and around
Yeah.
so that it's not
It's
confusing.
going to take some practice. It's going to take time for the new names to lock in. 'cause
know.
I still automatically think of last year's nicknames.
I think of Fingerboy, I think of Douche Canoe,
Douche Canoe.
I think of the personality of Ricardo.
Yeah. Anyway.
If
So-
anyone, if you hate the new nicknames, keep it to yourself.
Yeah, well, don't listen to this podcast. It's that simple.
You won't hear nicknames on Autosport. Or
No.
you won't hear it
No, you will not.
on the starting grid.
No, but this is what we do, Luke. We make Formula One great. This is our quest. It's our mission statement to make Formula One great again.
We make it a little bit better.
We make it slightly. We kind of, yeah. Do we make it slightly better? I think that's going a step too far, Luke.
There's a percentage improvement.
We make suggestions that hopefully may be picked up, and here we have a suggestion right here to try to make F1 more interesting, more appealing to the wider market. And we've had some rippers in the past, Luke. We've had the shopping bag challenge, thinking outside the box. Last year we took the ideas to Liberty Media. We thought it was in America. We went to the wrong place. We went to whose house did we go to? Bratch's?
Chase Carey's
house. With a sealed envelope full of our best suggestions
We
to
nearly
make
died.
Formula One great again. He shot a gun at us. There was screaming. There was a lot of running.
A lot of the screaming was you.
That was mostly me.
That was you beforehand, actually.
Being nervous in the car.
There's a big
saying,
fence.
we shouldn't do this, Luke. I'm really nervous. We did it anyway.
I slapped him.
We had our best suggestions. The two best suggestions last year were the shopping bag challenge, where you had shopping bags on the mirrors of the car. Cars had to qualify with breakable perishables, eggs, milk in the shopping bags. If an egg was to break in qualifying, you would lose a second. There was another great suggestion. It was the reverse parking challenge. These guys are the best drivers in the world, but can they reverse park a Formula One car?
I can reverse park pretty well.
Yeah.
You?
Do you reckon you could take on Lewis Hamilton in reverse parking?
I know if I could.
Damn right.
Do it with my eyes closed.
Well, you're going to beat Bottas, mate. There's no doubt I would take Bottas out in a flash.
I think Sebastian would be pretty good at reverse parking. He's been trying it the last few Grand Prix.
I saw that. He's very
Did you see
good.
Max spin after the race?
No, I didn't.
After the race, the warm down lap, Max was just going the inside. He waved to Charles and he was going underneath, went into a corner and he just spun it on the top. Cold tyres, spun it around. Good thing is Bottas kept nice and wide. Bottas and Hamilton kept really wide because with Max you never know what's going to happen, even on a warm down lap. And he spun, had a bit of a spinny spin.
There you go. Crazy mofo. Okay, so
What's your suggestion
So
to
the
make F1 great
suggestion
again?
this week, we're going to put... you've got a suggestion, I've got a suggestion. We're going to put them onto the FE1 podcast Twitter page and Instagram. Get your feedback. If you've got a suggestion, we'd love to know how you could make Formula One great. My wife is not a big fan of Formula One. She watched the Netflix series. Now she loves it.
She's an expert.
Yeah.
She's probably more knowledgeable than you.
And I reckon if they had Desperate Housewives somehow incorporated into a Formula One race, she might like it even more.
Maybe a wives and girlfriends kind of deal.
There we go. We might have like sidecars. Anyway,
Is this the idea? Sidecars?
No, this is not my idea. This is just
write that shit
we're
down.
just coming up with ideas right now. But my idea that I thought about was I would love to see qualifying while a driver is ordering Chinese takeaway for the entire pit team. You have to, because we've all done it. We've all driven a car and we're all talking on the phone. We're texting. We're ordering
Shouldn't be
food.
texting. F1 podcast does not condone texting while driving.
That's true. No, we don't condone that. But
It can wait, mate.
It can pull over and you wait. But the ultimate challenge for our drivers, can they qualify a lap and order Chinese food over the phone while they're driving that lap?
That's difficult.
It's tricky.
How
Very tricky.
Do you remember it in your head? Do you write it down? Do you have the menu in front of you going, okay, Steve wants a 62 pork chicken ribs?
Steve on tyres.
Yeah.
Steve the tyre tester and
Yep.
the pack down boy. Terry the pack down boy.
Tezza.
Yeah, I think that's part of the challenge. They've got to remember the order. So when they start their qualifying lap, in their head, they're not thinking about the track and where's the best apex. Where do I take this corner? They're thinking, what did Terry order again?
You know what they're going to be doing? They're going to be cheating. On their screen, on their display, on their steering wheel, they're going to have the order right
They
there.
have the order. Well, should we ban that? Do they have to memorize the order?
What gear change them on? Doesn't matter. We
Doesn't
don't.
matter. No, that's not the gear. That's not number 5 gear. That's number 5 combo. That's number 5 combo.
That's a special fried rice with a lemon chicken.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and you've got to be holding, like you're driving with one hand, and you've got to physically, it's not speaking.
So it's under the helmet?
It's under the helmet.
shoved
You're
the-
underneath
There's
the
not a
helmet.
lot of space under
There's
it.
not much. So you've really got to be careful when you're driving with one hand and ordering.
You've really thought this through.
I really did. Now that I think about it more, it's not really holding up. But I'd love to see that anyway.
Yeah.
It's probably not sending the right message to the kids either. Probably not sending the right message.
It'd be good for TV.
It would be
Not good for track because you wouldn't know.
No. And you do lose points.
Do you have to pick it up? Do you have to pick up the order and then make sure you don't, spill any soy sauce down your...
That is... You've got to get out of the car.
Get out of the halo. Get in and then just rest it on...
What? You got to wait in line because it's a Friday night. It's really busy.
And then every single driver, there's something missing.
Yeah.
Go back and get the
Yeah,
dumplings, get the prawn crackers.
Yeah. Well, you would accumulate an extra time penalty.
This isn't silly at all.
No. If the prawn crackers are missing, there's a time penalty. Yeah. Oh.
Is that the shop's fault, though?
Well, yeah, because then you have to make another phone call to correct the... I said it 4 times. How min? I said it 4 times. Prawn crackers. There's no fucking prawn crackers. You cost me a second on qualifying. Miss, I'm sorry. So...
I'd like to apologise for Adam.
Sorry about that.
My idea seems quite lame after your...
No. I'm sorry. Let me just...
Maybe we can...
Yep. Okay, I'm finished with that idea.
You sure?
Yep, but we are going to put that on Instagram
Yes.
and Twitter.
I'm going to put that on Twitter somewhere. Somewhere where it'll fit.
I think it's still a work in progress. It could be trimmed back a little bit. It could be streamlined. Okay, next idea. Here we go.
Okay.
To make Formula One great again, Luke, what have you got for us?
Well, it's kind of an idea for charity.
Oh, I like charity.
Because there's a lot of stupid drivers breaking shit. Daniel Ricciardo broke his front wing. End plates, bits falling off cars, left, right and centre. Why don't they sell some of those bits for charity? Because every Grand Prix will have a charity. I know Formula One does. And then they can sell the broken bits for charity.
This actually sounds like a great idea. Like an idea that we should implement.
That is actually legitimate.
A legitimate idea. One that's feasible and possible.
Yeah. Daniel's front wing, it doesn't just go back to Renault and they go, well, this is fucked. No, send it to a charity.
People are going to buy that. People want to buy that.
Hey, if I had my sports bar, that's what's going up there. A front wing, a busted-ass front wing.
I think that's a great idea because, when cars, a little bit falls off, a little bit of wing, whatever it is, and then the race is finished and everyone does a hot sprint towards that thing in the distance. They go, first one to get it is a legend.
Yeah, they're hoping they'll find a shard of carbon fibre
that you take home.
or a marble of tyre runoff.
Right.
Everyone loves it and they take it home and
you're
they'll...
a kid
they
and
won't know.
you put that in your special treasure trove.
Shoving gravel
in your
down
little
their
box.
pants.
This is the day that I saw Nigel Mansell and I raced on the track and I got a little bit of wing. I mean, that for a kid is special.
Yeah.
So why not maybe let the kids get little shards, but the big ones,
Here, kids, it's a big box of shards.
Yeah.
Just put your hand in there and grab a piece of carbon
they're
fibre,
really
kids.
sharp.
No gloves.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's carbon fibre. It's not needles.
You'll be fine.
Come on.
But the big ones you can't touch because they're going to charity.
They're going to charity.
That's a great idea. And how do we decide the charity?
No. Our Grand Prix, the Australian Grand Prix will have a charity.
The charity
the
associated
Grand
with it.
Prix charity. So that's the charity it would go with.
See, I really can't even add to your idea because it's brilliant. It's actually brilliant. And I think that is surely Liberty Media. Can't see.
And the charity has to ring up the Chinese place to get the food ordered for everyone.
They have to clear up the menu, the kerfuffle.
Yeah.
They've got to fix the menu. Yeah.
So I try and tie it in, but didn't
Somehow
work.
tied that in.
Sorry.
I feel like your idea was brilliant and mine was lacking a bit of thought.
I felt mine was too serious. It lacked a bit of...
But your idea is
Stupidity.
actually feasible. It actually could happen. And I think it would, firstly, make Formula One great again, which is what we do. And it's helping out charities. And I think it shows a lot of goodwill. Whereas my idea...
F1 needs that goodwill. F1 needs that personality. They're an exclusive club that kind of keeps everyone away.
It is an exclusive club. They're like the
that
rich...
you're a part of.
It's like the America's Cup boat race. That's what Formula One is. It's
Yep.
kind of like it's out of reach because it's a multi-billion-dollar sport. Why not give a bit of charity away with all these bits of car that falls off? And if you can order your Chinese food while qualifying, great. Let's add that in as well.
Yeah.
So there's two great ideas. I think I know which one's going to do better. And it's not the
It's
Chinese
going to the Twitter sphere.
Let's put it out there.
They've chosen some crazy shit over the years.
Let's not prejudge it, because charity may be the loser. Disabled kids may lose.
Disabled puppies from the Congo.
Disabled puppies from the Nepalese mountains may be the big loser in this vote online. Which would be a shame.
Misfondled goats from Pakistan will not get their counselling sessions.
Oh, God.
That's preposterous. So we have a new segment.
Oh, we do. Oh, we've got a new segment. And it's called Douche or Douche. Wait, no.
Dude or douchebag?
Totally fucked it up. Should we go again? Do we have a little song? No.
We can make one up.
Oh, we have one earlier.
Do one right now.
All right. Dude or douchebag?
Dude or douchebag? Is he a dude?
Douche or douchebag? Dude or douchebag? We're going to figure out who on the track is a dude or a douchebag. We've spent some time with a lot of the drivers in Melbourne. We're not name dropping. We might have had media passes, whatever. And we got to chat to some of the drivers, and we think we may have figured out who's a dude and who's a douchebag on the track.
Who have we got this week?
And a lot of people would like to know. I mean, what you see on TV isn't exactly what you see behind the scenes.
Is it what we see on Netflix?
Is it? Is it really? We don't know. Well, we kind of do know now.
We know now. We were on the inside.
We were on the
Well, I was on
inside.
the outside looking in.
Okay. So this week, we are featuring, every week we're going to feature a different driver, and we'll figure out if they're a dude or a douchebag. And the first one up, Luke, I'd like to present to you. If you'd like to see this PowerPoint presentation, look up to the top there and put this projector on. The first slide is this man here.
I do miss the overhead projection. It's Romain Grosjean.
Romain Grosjean. Is he a dude or a douchebag?
Well, I had some words with him on Thursday. You would have caught up with him in the paddock.
Yep.
What do you think?
Well, I had a good chat. It was pretty busy. I also observed him a lot from
You like to watch.
close by. I did. And I saw the way he interacted with complete strangers. And I got to tell you, the guy, in my opinion, is a dude.
He's a dude.
A top-notch dude. He had so much time. I think I asked him about a question about how to make Formula One great.
Netflix?
I did, yeah, and Netflix. I asked him a question about how we can make Formula One more fun. Netflix. And I said that my wife was a big fan of the Netflix series because she didn't like Formula One. After watching Netflix, she suddenly loves it. And I thought it was great. And I said, what do you think of Netflix series? Do you like? And then he ended up saying, had a chat, and he ended up saying, tell your wife hi. I thought that was
Hi, Haley.
yeah, but just the fact that he had time, that he was, would talk to me, was looking at me, was obviously busy, but had the time to spend chatting. I thought, what a dude.
Dude. I had a chat with him on Thursday, and here's some of the audio. Welcome back to Australia. Welcome back to Melbourne. You spent a bit of time up on the Gold Coast, my hometown. How did you have fun up there?
Yeah, it was great. Just getting a bit of rest before the season starts. It's been really lucky with the weather. Met a few top guys up there, and enjoyed a good time off. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Dead set, dude. Well done. So,
Dude von Dudenstein.
big, top-notch, 5-star dude.
What's French dude? Le dude?
Le dude. He's a 5-star le dude.
He's 5-star Le dude.
Yep. So every week we're going to feature, and then I think what we'll do is put all the dudes head to head, and the douchebags head to head, and find out the ultimate douche and the ultimate dude. Strip it right back.
Looking forward to it.
Yep. Before we go, we should really thank your mum.
Oh, thanks,
Mrs.
Mum.
Luke. Always putting on a beautiful spread, isn't she?
She does.
Caters for us wherever we go.
Yeah.
And today she's put on an absolute Bahrain bonanza.
Ooh.
A bevy of beautiful
Have you tried the
treats.
stew?
I've not tried that. It
Dip a
smells
bit of bread in it.
amazing. What should I be worried? There's lumps of white. Do I know what that is? Is it
That's
like?
still the camel from last week,
Is it?
but it's fermented nicely.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit drunk.
Oh, it's fermented. Yep. No, that smells interesting. I'm not sure about that one.
That was interesting.
Did she bring any baklava? Some lamb baklava?
No,
Sweet-
she's got baklava here, but it's filled with something else. It's quite sweet. Baklava is always really, really sweet.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
she's rocked it for this podcast. I have
like
to give
it.
a shout out. So I went bowling, grass bowling,
Oh,
lawn bowls,
lawn bowls, not
Yes.
croquet.
not croquet. Tried a flipper, tried a wrong one, tried to bowl left-handed, did all right. One of the guys, the old fellas there, who's played for Queensland, he got a bronze medal for Australia.
Tell me you
He's-
beat him.
He said, "You're probably a left-hander," because my right hand was so shit.
Really?
So I chucked him down left-handed for a laugh, and he's going, "You're probably left-handed." I'm like, "I'm not, but thanks."
That's the ultimate slap in the face, isn't it?
Yeah, he there wasn't a lot of positive reinforcement at the lawn bowls, but we were there
Yeah.
for a good charity for the tree kangaroos here that are quite an endangered species.
That's great.
And I've been told that I must give a shout out to Kirsty, Lauren, and Rochelle.
Yep.
Rochelle was actually someone who was on the podcast previously, and she called F1 Fun One.
Oh, she's lovely.
And she had the idea of bumper Formula One cars.
See, they're two great ideas. She's an ideas lady, Luke.
She's an ideas lady.
She sure is.
We might tap into that and go, what's going on? What else other ideas should come up with F1?
Yep. Tap into some of that female talent because they are going to come up with some ideas to make Formula One great again that we haven't even thought of. Like,
They're the outside. They don't
That's
know
it.
much about F1. So
We
it's like Haley's came up with great ideas.
we need more people from the outside making suggestions on how we can make Formula One more relevant to them.
Yep.
Then we take those ideas to Formula One and we say, look, the guys from bowling think that we should have
Maybe there should be a lawn bowl challenge.
Netflix on somewhere and you can select the series that you want to watch that Lewis has to watch while he's driving.
You should see Adam right now just trying to come up with the premise of his joke. His hands all over the place. Like,
All over the
I'm
shop.
just trying to think of something
of
funny to
another-
finish this off.
Another word that
And
might
it
seem like it makes sense.
Hasn't.
And it's not going the way that I had planned at all. So, but I think that's a great idea. So please let us know what you think Formula One can do to make Formula One great. So
If
it
you're an
can relate.
outsider, give us a
be
tweet.
Should there be more Dancing with the Stars
Oh, wow. It's a good reference.
instead of a pit stop? Instead of changing tyres? I don't want to jump the gun here and ruin next week's idea. Maybe there's a dance-off.
Dancing with the Stars.
There's a dance-off, Luke!
Get the cardboard box out.
Genius! Okay, so
Your wife is a dancer.
she is a dancer. So drivers come into the pits, right? Lewis gets out of the car. He's got some sweet moves. He's got the gold chain to show.
Oh, yeah.
Bottas turns up. They have a little dance-off. Add a little second for the worst dance. The best dance-off, minus one. You've qualified first. Well done. Okay. We can work on it.
I've got an idea. It's not a segment, but it's a little bit where I call it, when you're an F1 fan, when. So there was a comedian who goes, you're a redneck when.
Yeah.
So it's you're an F1 fan when you roll up to a set of lights and you're the first one at that set of lights.
And you're warming your tyres up.
And you go, pole position. That's when you're an F1 fan. Yeah. If you roll up second,
Yeah.
you're in the front row.
And you warm your tyres up. And
You warm your tyres.
You do that little warm-up thing they do.
So that's you're an F1 fan when. And I'll have more of that as we go on through the year.
Just get hold of us for comments. Tell us what you like, what you don't like on the F1 Podcast Twitter page and on Instagram. Luke, I'll see you soon.
If you like us, have a listen and tell everyone. If you don't like us, tell everyone you don't like, just to make them listen.
Just keep it to yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't like it, tell someone you
Or
don't
tell
like.
everyone how bad it is and they have to listen and download it to see how bad it is.
And I realised
Tricked ya.
it's not as bad as I thought.
Hey,
It's a little bit
tricked ya. Woo! It's just a little bit shit.
Yeah.
Not totally shit.
That's what we aim for.
That's what
little
I
bit
go.
shit.
Yeah. It's not so much making Formula One great again. It's try not to be so shit. See you next week.
Bye now.